for? Nope, I think the squirrels left. You chased them off already. There's no perfect setting. Of course, my tripod's going to go over. Hold on. Hi, it's Robbie from Southern California. We're really not going to stay on long. Actually, my camera on, and I can put it on afterwards. You'll just hear Gary and I just chit-chatting in the back. But I'm going to step out of the garden so you can see. This is how I have coffee in the morning. I am here. I have coffee in the morning here. I try to start the day off in a happy, pleasant way, except the problem is it got really windy. So I don't know if it's going to get real windy again, and then it won't be good in the camera, but I'm just going to step back because I think I just chased everybody off, and I can put on the one I did this morning. I didn't even realize it was almost an hour just sitting here, and I stuck my camera out here. The problem is the sun is coming out so bright that it's going to be really glary. Let me step back because I think you can hear me. You know, I'll close the door. Zoe, come on, you. What are you finding? I don't want you running out chasing all the birds away. Though you aren't really going to do that. You haven't. I don't know if anybody. Whoops, buddy. I'm picking up the wrong thing.
Red Vice, Debbie Keller.
They can hear you. Here, I think they can hear us.
Forgiven.
We're not going to stay on. I have to go to Dollar Tree today. Gary has informed me I have to go to Dollar Tree. So Dollar Tree, here I come when I'm done with everything. Oh, no, Zoe. Oh, Zoe, you stay here. See, now everybody's gone. I went, chased everybody away, and they've eaten. We've been here. I can't believe we've sat here since this morning for an hour. You hear the mockingbird singing. They all took off. Everybody left. I'll put the other one up because it's really cool. We had pintails and spice finches and too many doves. That's why I have to go to Dollar Tree. Where is the mic? There it works there. Okay, my phone is not cooperating. Oh, come on. Gary, I can't get on.
Good morning, Connie. Good morning, Maggie.
Here. Say good morning because my phone's not working.
Thanks.
Let's try this.
Good morning, Red Vice. Good morning, Debbie. Good morning, Susan. Good morning, Jana.
The phone said you've been on.
Good morning, Sunshine Country Chickens.
Oh! Ask if they can hear you. Can they hear you?
I don't know. Can you hear us?
Sometimes the mic works. It says it's working.
Yes, Jana says like she can hear us.
Susan Potter, a member. And of course, we've got Connie Davison and Karen Bowers, both members and moderators.
Mark Oliver.
Mark's here. Mark's not real. He's AI. That's why he comes on before I list my videos. I couldn't figure it out. How does Mark get on so quick? Well, he's AI. He can pick it up and know that I'm about ready to hit that button to go live or launch it. And the AI knows. And I can hear the birds too. Yeah, but everybody left. Who's there now? I think there's a white crown. And I don't, maybe I should have moved the gnome. There's a white crown behind the gnome. There were so many birds here a little bit ago. And then I said, I had the camera on live, but private, just for fun. And we were talking about stuff. Gary had to go to Walmart and return something. And yeah, I ordered a flashlight. I have to do a video on this because I absolutely love the flashlight. And they sent me a bottle of vitamins, not anything I would take. So I had to go return it. Go ahead, Gary.
No, I don't have anything.
Oh, Mark's got to go to work today. Don't worry. I'm really not staying on long. I've been sitting here live with the camera, seeing how it would pick up the birds. And now they're all gone because they're all full. You can't see the water fountain in the back either. I'm going to redo this. I can't drastically do it or I'll scare all the birds away. But I am going to redo the zigzag of the wood up here and everything so I can get a better footage of the birds. And we've been sitting here watching the doves come in. So he told me I need to make some more of the baskets to keep the doves out. The doves are going to have plenty to eat. So for those of you that are going to message me going, oh my gosh, you're going to starve the doves. No, we're not starving the doves, but I'm going to make more baskets, which means I have to go to Dollar Tree to get it. Oh, it's windy. So I'm going to have to go to Dollar Tree, pick up some more baskets so the doves can't get into most of them, because that food we buy is not cheap.
Yeah, the doves right now are kind of eating most of the food that we're putting out. So,
Mr. Geek Me Out, the baskets have really worked to keep the squirrels pretty much out. They can lay on top of the baskets and reach their little hands in to grab a sunflower, but they really can't eat up all the food. So they usually come in, and they're the wire ones that I put together. They'll come in and they don't like to swing on it, and they usually find a different bowl, is what it is. If you've got something for them, like I feed the scrub jays too, but the birds don't like the scrub jays here. So I feed them separately. And this way they'll go to the separate bowl. They'll know, oh, she's putting peanuts in that. And they'll go to that one and leave the other ones alone. So you can move them over. You're never going to get rid of them. Just supply them with something that's easier for them and kind of direct them where you want them to feed. Not 100%, but it works pretty good. Red base, hello. Another moderator. But seriously, we're not staying on that long, are we?
no.
No. This was the kind of to see if I can set up a camera. It would be nicer on an overcast day. I think the coloring would be nicer. Who's feeding in the front? Let me see. I don't have my tablet, so I'm kind of trying to read this. Oh, I can't zoom in on my little phone. Okay. Trying to see if that's a pintail. No, it's a white crown. The white crowns are back. Oh my gosh, they'll come in by the hundreds. But everybody's getting along.
I don't. You probably can't pick it up, but there's a robin drinking from the bowl back there.
Oh my gosh! No!
Yeah,
And I closed the door.
It's out of camera range, but the robin just came in to take a drink.
Oh, I got a photo of it. Oh my gosh. We haven't seen a robin for days.
Hasn't been, yeah.
Longer?
Yeah, I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen one taking a drink here, but they must be coming in because it's getting cooler.
That's early. They usually come in December. Okay, that's unusual. Now the scrub jay's here. Now he can get his head through the wire, so he's taking out the sunflowers I put out this morning. He hasn't noticed that I put peanuts in the big round bowl. That I have to take that bowl down. I might pick up another bowl from Dollar Tree. It's a chip and dip bowl, and those work really good for feeders, and they're like $1.25. It's been out there for over a year and it's cracking. Now all these bowls I put holes in, so if it rains the seed will get wet, but the water will drain out and they'll still feed from it.
Yeah, we like doves, Connie, but we've kind of got to analyze it a bit to ration the food to spread it out to some of the smaller birds.
Oh, Gina, I have a bird feeder specifically for the squirrels, and they think they're specifically for the squirrels, and they think they're being naughty. Oh, how funny! Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Is just set something up for them, put something special in there, and so they wait. See, they can't see all the feeders. If I backed up, then you can't really see the birds, and everybody looks too tiny. So I kind of figured out which ones I want, but I've got to rearrange this. I know how I'm going to do it. I've been experimenting and I figured out, I think it's going to be fantastic. I can move things around where I want without unhooking everything. Here comes your think your spice finches just came in on the other feeder. There they come. They're going that way. That's the other thing. If I set up the camera more often, even if it's not on, the birds will get used to it because right now some of them came in and looked at it and thought, I don't know what this is. And then they kind of scoot away. I want them used to it. Like the hummingbirds are kind of used to it. See how they're staying? They're going to the other feeders that don't have the camera there. We've got English sparrows here, as you call them, house sparrows.
House sparrows.
But they're on the other feeder. Right now, I see the white crowns, and here come the spice. Oh, here they come. Here come the spice finches. The English sparrows are out of sight. They're they're on the bottom feeder. I don't think you can see them. Actually, you can see them. They're on the candy dish I bought years ago from Grocery Outlet discount grocery. But I really like that. I bought that. So they're in the candy dish, and you can't see the soup bowl on the top. Nope. That's all right. You can't really see them anyways in there. But they're in the candy dish. And then I'm trying to see. They were in the big bowl, the chip and dip bowl from the Dollar Tree. Keep in mind, they've been fed. I just put more food out. They've been fed like twice this morning with tons of food. You're not out of finch mix yet, are you? Because I'm looking in the bucket. It's half full.
No, that I've got a little bit more. I've got a little bit more than that still in the bag
Okay.
Stored in the trash can.
But you're telling me they're not eating that? You think just the goldfinches?
The goldfinches seem to be going through and eating the oil seed out of the finch mix.
So is that a waste to buy?
It's not a total waste because it disappears, but the parakeet mix has larger millet in it, and most of the birds the seed-eating birds that we've got here go for the larger millet.
That mockingbird. He's sitting up there screaming his heart out, letting everybody know not to come here. He doesn't want any other mockingbirds around because he's eating up all my figs. So this is his announcement. It's not breeding season, but his announcement that this is my territory. Don't come here. I got like 3 figs this season. That was it. I didn't tool anything. I should have.
It's kind of interesting here, Connie. Robins are more of a sign of winter because I guess they overwinter down here.
Oh, here come the doves. Here come the doves. See, I've got to get that set up where you can see. You can't see my fountain in the back. The problem is I don't want to cut this bush. I love my bush. But if I can get the tripod in the center of the bush without breaking it, and a lot of it is hummingbird's lunch, and all you have to do is touch it and it breaks. But if I can get something set up there, then you can see the water fountain in the back because they keep coming to that one. That cat fountain is like nothing with nothing. It's just a cat fountain and a basket from Dollar Tree. I did the video on that, and they love that all day. It's like a traffic jam on there. So I'll go to Dollar Tree. I'll pick up some baskets, and that's all you need me to do. Is you want me to change some of them or add more?
Yeah, change some up so that the doves can come and eat, and when they're out, they can leave. But right now, they're coming in and cleaning anything open out.
Well, leave the chip and dip so they can feed out of that. And then I do have a soup bowl up there because I couldn't find anything else to fit. And the candy dish. But what I'll do is, I'm trying to see. I have my brand new one that's got the pink. I think that's a pencil caddy. I picked that one up from Dollar Tree as well. That's covered, isn't it? Yes. Okay, so they can't get into that. I'll make a couple more of those. And then we can sprinkle it. And they won't eat the pigeon mix you bought?
No, they won't eat the pigeon mix. Pigeon mix, the seed in the pigeon mix is probably too large for them.
Because that's fairly cheap. What about wild bird seed? Did you ever price that at the feed store?
No, I haven't priced wild bird
You know,
seed.
they'll eat that because that's loaded with radish seeds, which are cheap, and maybe put that out for them. Of course, they have a taste for. They don't have a taste for anything. They swallow everything. See, maybe next time pick up a bag of 25 pounds of wild bird mix. It's
Okay.
good, right? It's good stuff. It's not the stuff you get at the regular store.
Yeah, it should be quality
Okay,
quality
try
seed.
that.
So.
Because if that works out, that would be a little cheaper for the doves. I think the squirrels might eat some stuff. I mean, other birds would eat it, but it's going to have a. It's real always heavy on radish seeds. And then they'll have some sunflower in there, which would be real little. We haven't bought that in years, but I don't want it from the regular stores. This is what I try to do every morning. I try to come over here with in the garden, sit here, like we're doing now, and watch the birds come in, and we see different birds. We've been watching all morning. The pintails have been here, but they're gone already. And just sit here and discuss what the day's like. And Gary informed me that I really need to set up some more that are dove proof, because they come in and they scare everybody off of all the feeders that they can get into, and then they just swallow everything. They don't crack the seed, they swallow it, and it gets expensive. Susan Potter, a member, I think I did say hello to you, but if I did, okay, so you got another hello. Maggie Cutler, HONNOLD. Good morning. I love your cheery and helpful videos. Oh, good. You said hello to Country, Sunshine Country Chicken. Mark went to work. Sherry, hello. Melinda Roth, hello. Debbie Keller, hello. I'm a real person. Debbie's been first a lot too. She's beating Mark. I don't know. I have seen Debbie a lot as well. Par was the other day, 16 seconds. I posted a video. I wasn't going to post the video yesterday. I was going to hold it for today. And then I decided to post it. And I think it was Par got in there in 16 seconds. I couldn't believe it. By the time I hit post and go over there, everybody beats me.
Barbara Samar is pronounced her last name. It has a long A.
Red Face has got.
Samar.
Where do you see that? I'm looking.
Samar.
Oh, okay.
Samar.
Barbara
Could be Samar.
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 Where's the long A? First or second?
After the S. It's got a long A.
After. It should be Samar.
Yeah, I don't know what a long A is.
A long A is A.
A?
Yes. You don't have a long A in Australia?
I don't know.
And you may not. I don't know. But a long A would be A, and a short A would be A would be Okay. So it'd be Samara but if it's a long A, it would be Samara. Samar. Let me see it. Here comes the scrub jay. I missed where she's Samar. It'd be Samar. First, you do know in 5 minutes. I'll forget about that, but it'd be Samar. We have robins periodically here. They come and go. See, they can't see the top bowl, but the scrub jay hasn't figured out there's peanuts in the other bowl. But they come in groves in December, and then they winter here for weeks, and then they leave. So I was surprised when you pointed that out. I missed that. I got to figure out how I want to set this up. Jerry D. Hello. It's okay, Zoe. There we go. He found it. Oh, she's never put peanuts on there. I don't put peanuts on that one because it rocks too much. I just did it now.
With attracting the birds in, it didn't start with a ton of birds at once. It sort of started, how would you just say? You put a little out, a couple came in, and then others saw they were getting food and they kind of started to follow in and trickle in.
If they would see what this looked like before, this was all barren. There was nothing here. There were no birds. And little by little, as the plants started to grow and I brought in plants, a couple birds would come in, and then the other birds would see other birds come in, and then before you know it, everybody's coming in. Birds that even shouldn't even be here that might be migrating through stop in. I want to say real quick, Red Base, just take it easy. I'm sorry you don't feel well. You're under the weather. So just take it easy. Maybe I'll put the other video up, but nobody's going to watch it. It's an hour of just the birds coming in and out this morning of us sitting, and you could hear Gary and I in the background. It wasn't anything I planned on putting up, but I could put it up. Are you a member? You're not. So if I put it up under members, you can't see it. Don't feel bad. I can't even see things under members. I can't comment or do anything because I'm not a member. I don't know what that's all about. Maybe I'll just launch it at the same time. I'll see. But it's just, you can kick back and listen to the birds. See what's across the hill. It must be a hawk. But feel better. I'm sorry you don't feel well. Oh, I'm really going to butcher this one. Takara, Backyard Food Garden. Can't afford to be a member. Sorry. Oh, no, that's okay. That's okay. People come in, they're members to help support the channel, but don't worry. That's all right. No problem at all. Don't worry about it. Stacy Richards. We had some huge, Blue Jays this year. That's one thing we don't have here. We don't have Blue Jays. We have only Scrub Jays. That's beautiful. I know I'm missing today all over. Melinda is sending prayers to Red Base. Yeah, feel better, Red Base. I hope it's nothing really bad. But I hope you feel better. ELQUDS.
Elquds?
Elquds?
That's how I would attempt
telling
it.
Red to feel good. Catherine Mathis. Hello, how do you get the birds? Oh, okay, you answered that one. Okay. Just by adding in more food and just letting them. It's water. They need a place to hide when they come in. They have to feel like they're in a shelter and predators won't see them, which is the plants. They need water for drinking, and then water for many birds for bathing, and food. And then they'll come in. We're going to have a windy day again. It's not going to be that hot, but I think it's going to be in the 80s today. There's no perfect place to set up a camera. Here comes the Scrub Jay. She put peanuts in that bowl today, and I'm going to take every single one. No, it's okay. It's okay, Zoe. It's just the birds. He's not sure. He doesn't like the swinging either. Like the squirrels don't like that one. But he's coming in for those peanuts.
Yeah, Sherry, we do have bluebirds. We have western bluebirds. We don't see a lot of them here because we don't have like lawn areas, places where they'd like to feed, but we do see them from time to time. And as far as the jays go, we're not in the right habitat for some of the larger jays. So we've got the scrub jays, which kind of like more chaparral type areas or drier areas. Okay, you meant blue jays. Yeah, the blue jays are more sort of a drier area jay. And hang on, the scrub jays are more of a dry area jay, and the blue jays are more sort of towards the mountains and where it's wetter. Isn't that correct? No?
No, I think there is a blue jay. It's not the same one from the East Coast, but I believe you can go up to the mountains.
Yeah.
Up north, and I've seen blue jays camping.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
We're at a
There
low
seemed to be a higher elevation.
elevation. Yeah.
Elevation. You know what? I got to check something. Keep talking because I think the Walmart groceries are here. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think we've seen stellar jays up in the mountains when we've gone up into the mountains in Southern California. Yeah, when I first get up in the morning, I put seed out, and throughout the day, I still put seed out. Robbie puts seed out. As we sort of walk by, if it looks like it's low, then either one of us will put the seed out. But first thing in the morning, that's usually the first thing I do. I switch the fountains on that are electric, and I put out seed.
I'm gonna put the fish I bought in the freezer.
Yeah, I don't know if we've got any birds that sound like drones. Yeah, there's a lot of hummingbirds right now. Robbie's pretty busy with the sugar water.
Did I just scare the birds all away? I'm gonna open this. I'll have to answer. I want to see something. I bought L'Oreal Hydrate Renewal Moisture Cream. And I don't understand how it's $2. I want to see if it's any good. $2. I had a coupon for 4. Smells good.
You know, I would say the seed gets topped up at least maybe 3 times a day.
You think 3 times?
Yeah, at least.
At least, yeah. Oh, I like it. Oh my, $2. See now, I don't know if it's a coupon for one-time purchase or if I could go in and buy it again, but it was $2. I might even be able to use it on my hair. Okay. I put away the fish so we can put away the rest in a few seconds.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to identify a bird when they're making sound. I was hearing a tap tap sound in my garden, and I was trying to slowly walk over to try to figure out what was making it. And as soon as they noticed me there, they stop. And then later on, I hear it somewhere else. And it took me a while, but I figured out it was a towhee tapping on something that made a sort of drumming sound. And I guess they liked the sound of it, so they were finding things to tap their beak on it. And sometimes if you hear a bird call and they realize that you're there, they'll stop calling. Some of the more secretive things.
See, there's a dove. He's trying to get into the wire cage one right now. He's looking. Hopefully he's going to leave. and then go to one that's easier. But he's looking. Oh, he can get his head through. Look. Uh-oh. He can reach. He's not really anxious to hang on there. Most of them are gone. This is nothing compared to what we have in the morning. And then they'll come in and feed heavy in the afternoon as well. But they feed all day. He's eating on the wire. He's got his head through, Gary.
Yeah.
The other way would be to cover the top. But I don't want to overcover. I mean, that's one dove, so it's going to take him a little longer to eat. Like I said, there's always a rule to the exception. Did you say hello to... Oh, that's a good one. I already lost it. You said hello to Feral Farm Girl. There's somebody else I was going to say hello to. Oh, I don't see it. See the name. That's Feral Farm Girl. I got to finish up around here. The hummingbirds have been coming in heavy. I'm probably going through about 4 gallons a day right now. When it gets cloudy or overcast, they feed more because some flowers don't open, and so they can't find as much. And then when it rains, forget it. They don't want to be out in the rain. Then they come looking for food. I've got this thing I've never used, and I'll have to try setting it up one morning. It's a pan, and I can control it, and it can turn. Hopefully I didn't leave batteries in it when it came and forgot about it. And that might be interesting. See, now they're all feeding in this feeder, and they can't see that feeder. So you've got like a dozen spice finches, both babies and adults. I think they're in the red one anyways up there. They can see those. I should have taken the gnome off. I have my gnome hanging there. I'm going to rearrange this. This is why this morning I went ahead and did it live, but I had it private, trying to see if you can see anything and where I can put it, where I can get this rearranged a little bit better. The ideal thing would have one feeder set up in one spot. I think John Ray?
John Ray?
Yeah, I think he's got it set up in one spot so he can get good footage, but we have way too many birds to have one feeder. I've got to have feeders all over, and this keeps them happy. Same thing with the hummingbirds. I've got to have them spread apart, and they have to know there's food everywhere. So I'm not doing it for photographs as far as going live. I do want to set up for photographs that I take photos with my camera, but I'm setting it up for them to come in and feel comfortable with birds. So I'm trying to do it both ways, at least some of them. But now the one to the left, just behind the gnome. Next time, if I walk out there now and take the gnome, they'll disappear. That is loaded with spice finches.
Sherry D. Hang on. Yeah, Sherry D just gifted a bunch of memberships.
Oh my goodness, Sherry D. Hello, thank you. That is so nice of you. Wow. We got a lot of members now. That happened to me last night. Sin City Angel. Somebody, because I always go in and make comments, somebody gifted me a membership to Sin City Angel. Not his father, Angel. And I watch him. He walks around Las Vegas at night. Sometimes when there's nothing to watch, I'll just watch him roam around. I used to love Las Vegas. And they gifted me a membership. That is so sweet of you, Sherry. Thank you so much. If you can, go in there and thank Sherry D. That is really cool. I don't think that's happened here before.
No, I don't think so.
Now we're going to have all these members. Oh, they'll be able to see the nonsense I put up on my members only. Like, what did I put up yesterday? I was working, not last night, the night before on a hood that I want to plant for my garlic. And it was, I didn't even realize I sat down. It was 45 minutes and I was going to ditch it. Oh, I don't want to tell you there's a squirrel out there. I didn't want to ditch it. So I went ahead and put the whole thing raw up on the members only, figuring you can watch it if you want or don't watch it. If I put it on regular, then people come in. It's like, what kind of garbage is this? What did you put? So
But that is me strategizing how I want to do it. Now I came up with more ideas from doing that. That's why I've got to sit down and do something and then look at it. And then it's like, wait a minute. I know how I'm going to do it another way that's going to be great. So you'll see the stuff I do sometimes.
Do we have to allow gift? What?
Am I
I don't know.
See if that was right. I don't think we have to allow it.
But the person receiving it might have to allow the gifts.
Yes. Yeah, I got to. You only have to do it once because I was somewhere else. Oh, I was on Coda Bear and I was watching and making comments to Coda Bear, and then I got a notification. Will I allow membership gifts? I didn't even know what it was, so I said sure. I mean, I knew it wasn't spam. It was so. I then Coda Bear, somebody from Coda Bear, he walks around Disneyland. I got the membership, and that's why last night when I was watching Sin City Angel, they didn't have to ask me if it was okay. I got the gift because I already said okay. So I think you only have to do it once. Oh my goodness! Now we're gonna have a bunch of members. Wow, thank you. Really, thank you so much for that. We got Dylan Coop Dog 2. Look at all the members. Big Sky member. Sharon's a member. AZ is happy. Is a member. Is that Scrap Owl? Am I pronouncing that right? Member Barry Happy. Oh my goodness. And was gifted. Look at that. Tie Dye Dawn. Yep. Also a member. Catherine Mathis, did you already answer about the feed? Kind of birdseed? What kind of feed do you use?
No, I didn't.
Okay. A lot of members. Cool. The all Gendra listener. During spring here in Calgary. Calgary. It's not coming out right. Calgary. The Northern Flickers. Rat attack on the metal roofs. Oh my goodness. We have flickers too, and they come in. I don't. Oh, Gary left. I did. Sorry, I dropped something. You're gonna put it in the fridge.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
we get the northern flickers, but I think they come in. They start coming in around spring. Wish YouTube picked people who are currently in the chat. I'm not. Wish YouTube picked people who are current. I think the person. I don't know how that works. I think Sherry D. I think the person Sherry D is the one that picks them. I think that's how it works. I don't know myself how this works. Because I think they can tap on the people that they want if they see people in here that they decide. What was really odd last night, this was really weird. I was on Sin City Live, and not Sin City Live, Sin City Angel. There's his mother and father have a channel too. And I was off. And I had my phone on and I was answering questions, and all of a sudden I got a notification that you just got a membership for Sin City Angel, and I wasn't even on. So I had to go back on and thank the person. So it's really odd how it's done. I have no idea how that all works. Takara's Backyard Food Garden, hit the join button to become a member. Let's see. It's to the left. Okay, you're saying where the button is, and I think it's random. I could be, and it could be. I have no idea how that works. I don't know. I thought they pick them, but I really don't know. Like I said, I wasn't even on his channel last night. I got off to answer questions, and all of a sudden, my phone popped up saying you're now a member on Sin City Angel. So let's see. When I was on Coda, I was watching Coda. He was at Disneyland, and all of a sudden it said, "Would you accept a membership? Members, would you accept membership?" So I said, "Okay," and then I got a membership. Susan Potter, let's see. Hi, Connie. Oh, she's talking to Connie. I'm a new member. I was praying so much for things I didn't need. Doing my first fall garden. It's so exciting. It is exciting. And if we do it easy and we don't put out a lot of money, I'm telling you, you'll do it forever. and you'll get other people that come over and see your garden. You'll do it forever.
I shouldn't talk about this, but I'll go ahead and talk about it. My brother and my sister-in-law put out a fortune, and they bought 3 or 4 of these raised beds that are on stilts that they bought on the Big A. Doesn't matter where they bought it from. That's immaterial. And he set them up. And we went over there, and all of them were drying up, and they looked terrible. And he hadn't had them set up that long. He had a few things growing, and I asked him, what's going on? I thought you wanted to grow, and he didn't want to use totes. I have no idea why. I gave him a tote. You know what he's got? An amazing worm farm out of the totes. His worms are his his pets. I don't know, but he wanted these great big raised beds. Okay, that's fine. Everybody does it the way they want. And I'm going through his garden. I'm saying, what are you doing? And he goes, well, I'm gardening. I said, in 2 inches of soil? Because that's all that was there. He said, I filled them. I said, I understand you filled them, but they collapsed. He said to me, do you realize how much these bags cost? It already cost us, it was over $100 or $200 to fill these raised beds. And they weren't even the deep ones. These were only, I'm going to say 12, 16 inches deep, if that. And I said, you can't grow like this. And he goes, obviously he couldn't grow like this because everything was drying up. All the birds left. Oh, because the sun is out and it's pretty now, they're going to go roam around, look for food. So I went through his yard. He has all these bushes and trees and scraped up so many leaves and stuff and loaded up the bed and said, now just cover it with some potting soil, whatever you've got. But he said it's too expensive. And let me tell you something, they don't garden anymore. He's got a spot, I think, on the side of the house in the ground. He's put tomatoes and things. But as far as the garden beds, the last I saw, he's not doing anything. And that's because he's doing it the way he thought you're supposed to by buying all this potting soil. It costs him a lot of money. It dries out fast. The potting soil is not soil. It's not real. It's not alive. I mean, soil really needs to be alive. And it collapses because it's all fluffy. All he had to do was just continue with leaves and stuff and then do it in layers. Anyways, I set it up a little bit better for him while I was there, and he got some stuff, but that's what I'm saying. Do it simple, do it easy. Nature's free. It doesn't matter if we buy a little bit, but if we do it and we get used to doing it a certain way, I really do feel you'll garden forever. I really, really do. I mean, I did the same thing. I moved out here in '88. I used to garden when I lived in Sunland. My whole front yard, I dug it up, and then I gardened there, and I had all kinds of stuff growing in the front yard. And I think I had Brussels sprouts. I haven't grown Brussels sprouts here. I wasn't using tool back then, and I think it was just a hassle. And then when I moved here, I was having the squirrel problems, and I thought, I've got so much going on. I work morning and night. I was working all the time. So I didn't continue it, but I did have some tomatoes and squash growing. And then when Gary got full into this because he went gluten-free and he wanted to start growing his own food, that's when I had the real interest and started thinking, well, gee, I worked in a fabric store. Tool will work, and it's so much cheaper. Then I found the stuff on eBay that is incredibly cheap. And without that, I wouldn't be able to garden. And then little by little, you start thinking things. You'll think of it too as you're gardening. You'll think, oh, this is easier. Why didn't I layer more? Layering is the best thing, and you can do that with flower pots and everything. There's just so many things that we can do for free. Anyways, now I'm just rambling. Gary left. Zoe's here. Just me and Zoe. We just had a Walmart order. I ordered some stuff, so he went and put it away. Zoe, I don't know where he went. He's got things to do, and I got things to do. And I am rambling, and I hate doing that, but I do it. It's just my nature. But anyways, I think if we can get into a pattern of making our gardening easy, whether we're gardeners or not, it could be in one chair and one tote or a couple flower pots. I don't care what you use. If some of you love grow bags, Kelly Kim has her grow bags. If that's what you love, use grow bags, whatever way works for you. And That's the main thing. And then keep it simple. Don't make it difficult. And I'm telling you, you will garden forever. Now, I should read your comments, and I think I'm going to have to go because Gary disappeared. I don't know where he went. He put all the groceries away. How do you pronounce that? Gary told me how to pronounce that. 100%. L quads. I know I butcher names. I can write. I can't read. No, I'm really good at butchering names. It's true. I mean, my brother, when he didn't even tell me they were going to go do this, and they bought all that. It's like, why would you do this? I sent you home with a tote. I sent you. It was like, no. I want to raise. Okay, fine. It sits there. It's vacant. It's empty. He's not, because it turned into so much work and so much money for him to fill each one of those raised beds with the way he was going to do it, which commercially they tell you to do, was going to cost them $100 each. You don't need to start gardening at $100 to $400. It's like when I started really getting into this, I too was out there watching all these videos. And it was like, well, you have to do it this way. Oh, you can't grow in compost. You have to put them in the bins. You have to stir them. You have to dig them out. You got to flip them. And it's like, oh, well, I don't have time. So I'm taking my kitchen scraps and stuff. I'm dumping in this big green tote I had. I go over to the tote, no soil, mind you. And all my zucchini and all my tomatoes and everything's growing that I left in there, seeds. It's like, wait a minute. This stuff is growing in kitchen scraps and there's no soil. And then you start looking around and you see all the plants growing on the hillsides here. Nobody's watering them. Nobody's doing anything. And it's like, why am I listening to all this? So I've always been the type of person to step back and think about things and then go for it. I've had nonsense told to me. Nonsense. And when I step back and listen to this, it's like, this cannot be. So I am rambling. Interesting name. Thanks for sharing. It's a Jerusalem in Arabic. Cool. You're back. How'd you pronounce ELQU?
El-Qud.
It's Jerusalem Arabic.
I knew it was Arabic.
Okay,
El-Qud.
El-Qud.
Yeah.
El-Qud. Okay. Anyways, I was rambling where we were going. They could have ended up hearing my life history. Actually, I don't know how long we've been on because the phone's out there in the sun, the camera. So I'll let you talk, and then I should go cut this soon because. Are you making tortillas for breakfast?
Yes.
Okay, then I think I will go to Dollar Tree. I'll get some more wire baskets. I have a bird feeder I have to make. That's for the deck, though. I may make some here. And I'm actually thinking in the dog kennel, I may go with. I'm gonna make a chair garden in there. I think. Of course, I'm gonna change my mind. You all know that. But I might go with the 10-gallon totes because the 10-gallon totes on the deck have been growing phenomenally. Of course, nobody has seen them because I haven't done the deck garden. But I had so much zucchini growing out of them, broccoli growing out of them, cabbage growing out of them, that I could get more growing in smaller containers and more control. And I'm going to set them up both. So I'll have 18 gallons in there. I'll have 10 gallons in there. And I still haven't decided on the tail end if I might go with a super big one. Maybe one of those black ones that lasts forever. And that could be a 27-gallon. Go ahead. Let's see. The cars. I had the urge to garden from Self-Sufficient Me, but the beds are expensive. Then I came across your channel and I went, yes, I'm definitely going to start another garden. Well, Self-Sufficient Me, his beds are all the birdie beds and they're big.
Yeah.
And then I have no idea. I have yet to see him empty one and clean one out. But then he might do it differently. He might take it apart and just let everything come out.
I have seen him take it apart and clean it out. And he did one fairly recently, I think, on tree roots. And I disagree with him on a lot of things.
I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because you did say this. It may depend on the type of tree
That's
he
what
has.
I was
Okay,
going
go
to
ahead.
say. But he was sort of the trees that he's got in the area near his garden are eucalypts, and generally I would say most of those are not invasive because a lot of their roots go down deep. But if you've got trees in your area that have got shallow roots, like say pine trees or pepper trees, ficus, a lot of the trees that have surface roots or feeder roots, they can become invasive. So he's using his example without analysing what other people might have in different areas, because wherever you garden, you're going to come across different situations. So
real quick, bye Karen Bauer, she's got to go. I'm going to go in a second too. Go ahead. You were done? No. Different situations you were saying.
Yeah. So some people, if they've got higher rainfall, like Paul Gauchi, he's up in Washington State, and his garden is quite close to pine trees and different type of trees that if we had our garden that close to those trees, we'd have a problem. But because he's got such a high rainfall, he doesn't seem to have an issue. So there's all different conditions in gardening, and you just have to adapt and find something that's going to work for you.
We're drier here. So by being drier, the trees that we have, whether they're in our yard or somebody else's yard, is going to be searching for water. And where are they going to go? To your garden. It doesn't matter if it's in a tote. It doesn't matter if it's on the ground. They're going to go looking for water. But when they look for water, some trees just take water. Some trees take all the nutrients out of the soil as well. And there are some roots that will kill other plants. That's why a lot of times on certain trees, you don't see anything growing underneath. Like my pepper trees, I have nothing growing underneath my pepper tree. The California pepper, there's another name for it. Somebody told me. That one, you're not going to find anything growing underneath because that tree is going to stop anything from growing near it. But yet it will send its roots out into my totes and just take everything away. You have anything else to say?
No,
I should go because it's 10:15. Zoe needs breakfast. Look at her. Are we going to go get breakfast? And then I'll run to Dollar Tree, grab my stuff, and make some extra feeders. I might pick up a couple $5 totes. I experimented with 2, and they were fantastic. I called the company, and they told me that Dollar Tree has the gray, and what's the other one? Dollar General has a green one. They wanted to send me some for free, and when I asked them questions, and I told them no, the guys called me twice. Can we give you some free tote? No, because I want to be able to talk about it freely, knowing I haven't taken anything yet. And we don't have a Dollar General close by, do we?
No, I don't. I don't.
There must be some. I'll have to go check to see one day, because he said dollar, but he said it was kind of a lime green, and I mean that's okay. Oh my goodness, Sherry D. Or Sherrard D. 115, North Carolina, 115 degrees. We're going to be, I think, about 83 today. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, can they hear her music?
Don't know.
I don't know. She's working out. And she's told me, I've heard my music in your video. Anyways, I'm going to, Johnny Maserati. Hello. If I missed anybody, I am sorry. Melinda Roth, it's good to see you again, because I know you've been doing other things and I haven't seen you for a while. Now I have so many members. But if I missed anybody, I am sorry. If I started to talk your ear off about anything, I'm sorry. I can get on a roll. And I think my passion is, what is my passion? What is my passion? My passion is I love to see everybody gardening something. And I think sometimes I get too pushy. And I don't mean to get pushy, but it's like, try it a different way. See if you can do it where it's free or close to free. It doesn't have to be always free. My daughter buys plant food once in a while. She's insistent that she wants to use it for certain things, and that's fine if that's what you want to do. But a lot of us,
Well, there's a lot of people that won't garden because they don't have the extra money. I haven't bought plant food. I'm going to say 10 plus years. We went somewhere in the Orange County and they had it on sale for $2. They had it on clearance. Some plant food you bought. It was organic and everything, and we still have it. We never used it. We used it a couple times. I didn't see a difference. I like compost tea.
I just, real quick,
Yeah.
I just went and checked in the other room, and the microphone where the birds are,
Yeah.
it's not picking anything up.
Not even the birds?
Not even the birds.
Oh, it must have died.
So,
Okay, then it must have died.
so being concerned about our neighbours' music isn't going to be an issue.
Okay. But it shows me that it's on, so I don't know what's going on. Oh, look at that. Now I want to get off and look at all the spice benches that came in. Look at them. Okay, I'll get off in a minute. My throat's dry again. It's dry today. Look at the whole tray of spice benches. The ones that are just solid brown are babies. They're still having babies. One of them recently laid an egg. Where did you find the egg?
In one of the seed bowls.
So they're still laying and they're still nesting somewhere. When people have spice benches in Australia, do they nest all year or are they seasonal?
That I don't know.
I was wondering because like zebra finches will nest all year.
Yeah.
So you don't know what they'll do.
No, not really. It depends on. Not a lot of people keep them because they're in the wild and they're kind of an inexpensive bird, right?
Okay, I was just wondering that as long as the weather's holding up, like now it's nice, maybe in, I mean, they're not, I don't want to call them domesticated. They've become wild birds.
Where they're introduced, I think they would be breeding seasonally because they'll have a wetter season where they'll have seed and grasses and a food supply, and a drier season where they'll have to be feeding on dry seed that's fallen on the ground.
But they're still laying.
They
Somebody
are.
was laying.
They are here, yeah.
Sherry D, my daughter's doing really good with her bananas. She said she's got, which was one she's got 3 hands on or?
Praying hands.
Praying hands. She's got a bunch of those.
Okay, Susan Potter can hear the birds.
Okay. Oh, Par. Hello, Par. We keep saying we're leaving. I got to get to Dollar Tree. Nope. Now the birds all came. See, they come in waves. They'll sit here and there'll be nothing. And then all of a sudden, 100 birds come in. And then all of a sudden, they all leave. See all Gendro listeners. See, have a great weekend, everyone. You too. Lucinda 98. Hi. Oh, I made it live again. Even if for only a bit. I'm trying to get off. I really am. But I love watching the spice finches. It's been a while. I'm out in the garden, cleaned out my fountains, checking in things post cold nights. Let's see. I went to grab my phone. Yay.
Yeah,
Oh, cool.
Might be pronounced Luciana.
Luciana?
Yeah.
Okay. Catherine Mathis. Catherine Mathis is here from Georgia. As soon as these birds leave, I'm gonna, oh my goodness. See the birds on the back, they're drinking. I've got goldfinches. You cannot see them. I'm gonna have to fix this camera up better. I have not the camera. I've got to situate the feeders better. But since I'm going to set up different feeders, some for doves and some for not, no use in tearing everything apart now. It's got to be done slowly. I can't just go out there and take everything down and start over, or they'll fly in and they'll go, whoa, whoa, danger. Something's different. So you have to be careful doing it. Nick Fedorov, who's got a PBS show and he's on sometimes different news channels and stuff. He went and drastically changed his yard. He didn't have a choice, he told me. And the hummingbirds left. I don't even know if he ever got them back, but they left because he had to take the feeders down. What did he have to clear out a tree or something?
He worked on his he built an extra house or something behind his house, so they had to clear the yard. Is that what happened?
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. And then when they cleared it, and he put out feeders, they didn't come back. They will. He's got to get more bushes, but they will. Sherry D, the emus, they went down the hill. Oh, we're supposed to go see them today.
Yeah.
So I'm good. I haven't seen them yet, but I heard the one that she kept one is doing fantastic. Miriam splashes paint. Hello. All right, maybe now that they all took off, I think I'm going to go say goodbye. You know what? The mic may not be able to hear her music because it's mic that's not coming directly off the camera.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, then I'm going to step out. My throat is dry. No, I'm not sick. My throat gets dry easy. Nothing I can do. So I just cough and go on. Robbie and Gary, your dragon fruit is taking over your garden. I know, and I don't want to cut it, though I have to. One day it may pop up in your house one morning. Oh my gosh. Do you know I still have baby dragon fruit, the yellow seeds growing in the kitchen? I never got them out. Did you get all of yours out?
No, I haven't got all mine.
So if I put them out next spring, they're going to be over a year old. Gee, I should put them on the wall. Let them go up the wall. And who's going to go up the wall? You know, he has to climb on a ladder at night to hand pollinate a lot of them. We have had hundreds and hundreds of dragon fruit, right?
Yeah, there'd be hundreds, well into the hundred.
You brought in a bowl, and that's in the garage?
I've got 2 now in the garage.
2 bowls?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to scoop that out. Maybe I'll do that later today. Scoop them out, cut them up, put them on a baking sheet, freeze them just like I do a lot of other stuff, and then bag them up, and then make custard out of them or something. I made you banana coconut pudding.
The fruit, the sorbet or whatever.
Well, yeah, the ice cream, the sorbet ice cream, I can make that. It's just that it was cold last night, so I made something else. We have fruit last night.
Yeah, we can use the fruit for a lot of different things.
Yeah, but I definitely have to get it frozen. I am so excited and happy that I got to my nectarines this year and I froze every single one so I can make this like the sorbet at night out of nectarines, and when they're gone, they're gone. But I froze all my nectarines. All right, I'm going to step out in a minute. I'm not worried about scaring the birds off because they're going to come back as fast as I leave, especially when I leave. To live in a climate like you two, like the 2 of you, is heaven. Now, let me tell you something, one thing. If I didn't have things holding me here, I don't know if I would live in this state. It's very expensive to live in this state. So keep that in mind. So if you're not in California and you're happy where you are, be happy where you are, because it is crazy expensive here. And even there's so many things they're doing. I don't want to get political in any way, and I'm not, but like there's a small town I know of, and the town, I'll say this has been fighting. They didn't want any more housing because it's such a small town and the streets are already crowded. They went ahead and they went above and beyond, and they went to the governor and they got the okay to build over 500 homes now. I don't know where these people are going to drive. So it's expensive, but it is nice. I think California's got the weather. I have my parents here in California, my children here and grandchildren, family here, and my neighbor. I have the greatest neighbor. Actually, all my neighbors are good. And there's one I'm very close to. I don't do things with them or run around, but they're really nice people. And I am fortunate to have great neighbors. And that's important. So that's what holds me here. Otherwise, I do feel that I could do pretty much everything I do here, almost everything I do here, anywhere. Even if I had a garden inside the house, I would figure it out. Let me tell you that. But yes, it is a blessing to be here. And I love it. That was the trash company. They must be delivering things.
Is that who it was?
They're going to deliver trash cans. I saw them go up. He's lost.
He's lost.
He's lost. He went up that thing that's not a road, so they're looking to deliver. That's what you ran to go look. So anyways, and I'm not saying we're not blessed. Oh, we are blessed. We're blessed, and we're smart to do certain moves. if I didn't buy my very first house at 18 years old, I think I was 18, I probably wouldn't have a house in California because I bought a house for under 20,000. And so it went from there. And then to buy this one too, we've got the two houses side by side when the Fixer Upper went up. That was so many years ago, back in 2008, 2009,
2008.
2008. That gave us even more room. And then we're still in the city. Okay, he can't get out. He can't get out. Oh, I love the people that, oh my goodness, he's going to take that thing off the hill. He is reversing. What was, I lost what I was saying. I'm watching a truck that's going to go off the side of a hill. You know, the little things we've done over the years that's really helped out so we can do different things and stay here. So we've been fortunate on little things that every little step built to where we are today. Even the good and the bad that's happened to me in my life brought me to you. That's an odd thing to say, isn't it? No, Melinda, my son does not live nearby. He lives in another state now. He moved away. Yes, thank you for going live. Oh, Sherry's thanking us. Would love to hear the story about you and Gary meeting. Well, we've kind of talked about that, and we will do it another day because I definitely, it's 10:30 almost. I want to get some stuff done today. And you know, this is the terrible thing about coming into the bird garden to have coffee. I want to come out here, drink my cup of coffee, and be out of here in 15 minutes. An hour later, if I'm not still sitting here or Gary left, I'm in the garden working for 2 hours. But then I still don't get done what I really needed to get done. There's my glasses. So anyways, it is kind of mesmerizing. You sit here and it's like, what's the next bird that's going to come in? Or I don't want to move because I don't want to upset the birds, though they come right back. So we're going to go. I'll step out for a minute. I won't be able to see anything on the phone the way it is, but I'm going to go say goodbye. And then we're going to get our stuff done. My neighbor's, she must be exercising because she's got her phone going. Oh, there goes Zoe. Goodbye, birds. The mic is still working. See, you can't see. Oh, now I've got it caught on the plants. Hold on. See, I've got so much going on. I've got the water fountain and the sun is bright, and I've got the feeders here. I still want to get, I'm banging everything around. Sorry. I want to get all this cleared out, and this will be more feeders. Look at all the fruit. And then this feeder, this is the feeders that help keep the doves out. It's not 100%, but it does help. Except I have to get rid of this panel because some of them have learned to sit here and eat. But it works. I'm going to leave that. And the open ones is for anybody. And then I've got, that's nothing. I bought that at a thrift store. Where is it? I liked it. I bought it. It was in the house for a while. And I thought, well, it's not doing any good in the house. So I've got a bowl of food there. All right, do you want to step out for a minute or?
Yeah.
Boy, it got sunny. Look how pretty the sky is. Look at that. Thank you to all my moderators. We couldn't do this without you. We've got all these raunchy people coming in. I'm kidding. I'm really kidding. And thank to all my members and my new members. And was it Sherry? Oh, the one that gave all the free gifts? You know what? Let me look that up because I want to see if it's still there. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Gary, I don't know. Oh my gosh. You remember? Is it Sherry?
What happened to my phone?
I don't have your phone. You know what? They wiped it out already. For all the free gifts. Oh, forgiven greetings. I didn't even see that one. Anyways, I don't see it. Hold on.
Yeah.
It was Sherry?
Sherry D.
Sherry D gave it out?
Yep.
Okay, that's what I thought. Perfect. Okay, good. Then I've got that. That's what so Sherry D, I want to thank Sherry D. I want to thank Sherry D for giving out all the memberships. I don't even know if I'm in the shot.
Yeah, you're in the shot.
chia seeds. You know the chia seeds you eat? They grow, by the way. And this is going to have a purple flower soon. All right. Well, I got my geraniums propagating. I'll do some more on propagating too. We didn't talk about that. But anyways, I'm going to get to Dollar Tree. Sunny outside. I'm going to get to Dollar Tree and get some more feeders set up. And I want to change this so when I bring in a camera, I can move it around. And I've got this thing that moves. Of course, I haven't tried it yet. So you want to see? I bought that a long time ago. Anyways, do you have anything to say? He wants me to give him a haircut. We should do a vote. How many people? No vote, no vote. He wants his haircut. I like it. I give him such a hard time. Did I just, what did I do? Okay. Everybody have a wonderful day. I'm going to step over there and close it out. Thank you to all my members. Thank you to all my moderators. Thank you for supporting our channel. And thank you, Sherry, for giving out, Sherry D, for giving out all the memberships. I think Sherry just lost his glasses. Zoe, she finds everything. Look, you want to say goodbye? Probably the hummingbirds one. You touch this stuff and it falls. That's why I've got it growing everywhere. And the one I did on video in the big pot is doing beautiful. I almost killed it. I left it here on the table in the sun and it drooped. I thought, no, but I moved it in the shade. It's really good, right? Anyways, I'm going to go shut that off. Wish everybody has a wonderful weekend. And hopefully I'll get to my garlic. Thank you, Connie, and everybody. Right now I'm naming my moderators. Bye, everybody. I know there was Par. Again, thank you all. You know what? I get Red Base. I could end up standing here for hours saying goodbye. So everybody have a great day. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget to eat what you grow. Grow something and feed the hummingbirds or all the wild birds. They need food too. Okay, wave goodbye, Gary.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.